Hi, I'm Farouk Ramadan. I'm the product designer and developer of the History Stone concrete molds. And today we're going to be talking about the Tuscany column mold. Here I have the Tuscany column mold that's a crown and base. It's used for the crown and base. And it's two halves. And we put them together and bolt them together and we create the mold to put the concrete in it. Pretty much what you will see here next to me, it's one of the Tuscany columns that was cast, and this is the base of it, and this is the segment. And what we have here, it's a fluted segment, two of them on top of each other's, and above it I have non-fluted segment. And on top, I have used the same base as the crown. This is very solid. Each one of these segments weigh around 80 pounds. The base, it weigh around 100, 120 pounds. So we're gonna start by preparing the mold. First, we'll have to use some lubricant to help the mold release. So WD-40, dust it, not much. Or cooking spray will do the same. Too much of it, it will create air bubbles. So now we have the two halves ready to go together. So they nest nicely. And we go ahead and we'll use the wing nut. Now we have all the screws attached together. The two pieces are bolted together. As you see, it is ready to put concrete in it. Another way we could use this mold, it's with the open face. I have here two pieces that I have used before. Again, as you see, they've been used quite a bit. What I have done, I have drilled into this area matching on both sides. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna use a piece of cardboard. I'm gonna put it in between. And by bolting these two pieces together like this, I will be able to cast open face and I will have two halves. In case you wanna cast a column around an existing 4x4, this is a good way to do it. What you'll do here, when you bolt them together, after you bolt them together, you'll cut the cardboard and you'll get a piece of 2x6 or material that you cut it from here to there, put it down, attach it from here, and when you cast the concrete, this piece of wood will create a cavity. When the casting is done, this will separate the two pieces, and you end up with one casting and a cavity in it here, and the same. You take those two pieces, put them together, and you have a cavity that could go around the column. Also, these two pieces here, you could cast for a bench. I have a bench there that I have used this to cast the leg for it, and it's a proper height for a bench. For the column segments, we have two options. The first one, it's two pieces that will bolt together. Very simple. Pretty much, we'll use the bolts to hold it together. And when it's bolted, it will have an open bottom, and we will set it on a piece of cardboard on the ground and pretty much cast the center column segment inside of it. And that's an easy, simple option. And we have a second option that's less expensive. And this one here also will take the fluted insert. This is the fluted insert here. And pretty much what you do, you wrap it around with the flute groove in this direction and put it inside of it once it's bolted, and you'll cast and you will end up with the fluted column. After the casting, you will open these two segments together, and this will peel off. The second option, it comes two pieces of plastic. One is long and one is short. The long piece it comes also with the casting tray. So what you do, you take the long piece and you roll it. It's double rolled, and you set it inside the casting tray. The casting tray will determine the diameter. So nice and tight on the inside. Now I'm ready to tape it together. I like to keep the tape at least a 1/4 inch past the edge. With the scissor, I'll cut a 1/4 inch, leave a 1/4 inch, and be nice to keep this one nice and tight like this, and wrap it around. And do the same here. Okay. Now, this might feel flimsy, but the concrete is gonna push it and keep it a perfect circle. It's not gonna go anywhere, and when you unmold it, you're gonna have one seam here. That's it. So you could take now the fluted insert, as we did in the previous one, bend it like this, put it inside of it, snap it nice and tight. Now, if you wanted to cast two pieces on top of each other, you will stop the concrete here, and the second part, when it flips on top of it, the flute will continue. The second piece on this one, it's the smallest piece, and pretty much it's designed to create a hollow center. So what we do again, we put it like this, tighten it up around the center piece, and it's designed to have a double roll, so it should roll twice. Okay, that's a better way. Now, so as you see, this will fit here, nice tight. This is the second piece, and we're ready to cast concrete. So we did not lubricate with this, but if I want to cast the fluted insert, I'll take it out again. Spray lubricant on it. Put it back in place. This piece here, it's too weak to take the pressure of the concrete. When you start pouring concrete, the concrete, it will push it in. So what I do usually, I take my empty bags of concrete and fill it up. This way it will stop it from collapsing. Usually the concrete on the outside, as much as you put pressure, it's going nowhere because it will make it a perfect circle. So we don't have a problem on the outside, but on the inside, the pressure will collapse the plastic. So that's an easy, simple way to create the column segment.